Hey everyone, welcome to Nim's Choco Fantasy. Today I'll be showing you how to make apple pie. I am making this pie using my homemade pie crust dough. I have already uploaded the recipe for this. I will put the link in the description. For this, take 5 to 6 apples. Usually apples like Granny Smith, Macintosh, etc. are used, but here I am using whatever I could find in my store. Cut them into thin slices. While I am doing this, if you are new to my channel, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you will get notification whenever I upload a new video. So here I have sliced all the apples. Now squeeze a lime on them. Mix well and transfer this into a bowl. Into this add 1 teaspoon cinnamon powder, heaped 1/4 teaspoon sugar, around 1/4 teaspoon grated nutmeg, 2 tablespoon maida. Mix well. I added bit more cinnamon powder, around 1/4 teaspoon. Mix well and keep this aside. Now we can start rolling the pie crust dough. This dough was resting in the fridge for 2 hours. Dust some flour on the surface and start rolling the dough. Cut a small portion of the dough and keep this aside. We will be using this to make the lattice on the apple pie. Roll out the chilled dough for the bottom portion. Turn the dough after every few rolls until you get a circle slightly larger than the pie dish that you are using. Carefully place this onto the pie dish. Here I am using a 9-inch dish which is approximately 1.5 to 2-inch deep. Smoothen the dough using your fingers. Don't press it too hard. Transfer all the filling into the crust. You might feel that the filling is more, but more the filling, the tastier the apple pie would be. Spread them and tuck them in tightly. Keep this aside. Now we will make the lattice for the top portion. You can either make a lattice or roll out a pie crust and place it on top. If so, make a slit on the top with a knife. I am going to make a lattice for the top portion. Just roll out the remaining dough. Using a sharp knife or a pizza cutter, cut strips of dough. Keep this aside. Put small pieces of unsalted butter here and there inside the filling. Now thread the strips over and under one another, pulling back the strips like weaving. You can see how to do this in this video. If there is excess dough in the sides, you can trim it out. and fold the dough inside. You can pinch the edges to stick the top and the bottom crust together. You can either crimp the edges using a fork or flute the pie crust as shown in the video. Don't forget to give an egg wash. This is simply egg mixed with little bit of water and milk. This gives the crust a gorgeous glossy sheen. Now sprinkle some sugar. This will give a sweet crunch on the top. Preheat your oven at 204 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. With some leftover dough, I made some flowers using the flower cutter just to place it on top of the apple pie. Place the pie dish in the preheated oven for 25 minutes. Then reduce the temperature to 190 degrees Celsius and bake for another 35 to 40 minutes. You might think that the baking time is long, but underbaking the pie means an unfinished filling with firm apples and paste-like flour. When the crust is golden and filling is bubbling around the edges, the apple pie is done. If you see that the crust is getting darker before time, then place an aluminium foil on top of the pie and continue baking. Once done, remove the pie from the oven and place it on a cooling rack and let it cool for at least 3 hours before slicing and serving. You can serve this with a drizzle of salted caramel or a dollop of whipped cream. If you wish, you can enjoy it just like that. The juicy filling with the crunchy crust complements each other really well. I had some homemade vanilla ice cream in the fridge, so I served it with a scoop of this, and trust me guys, it was completely out of the world. I would recommend this combination anytime. Every delicious bite is so warm and comforting. You can store the leftover pie at room temperature for up to 1 day. If you are keeping it in the refrigerator, you can keep it for up to 5 days. So that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. See you again with more recipes. Till then, bye bye.